Have you ever felt that people come to you for comfort even if they barely know you? Maybe you've noticed that friends, family members, or even complete strangers end up sharing their deepest problems with you, as if they knew that within you they would find an answer, guidance, or simply a safe space. Perhaps after listening to them, something inside you lights up. You know exactly what to say, or maybe, even without words, your presence alone calms their distress. But when they leave, you feel exhausted, as if their pain stayed within you. If you've ever experienced something like this, it may be more than just a coincidence. It could be a sign that you have a special purpose in this world. There are people with a unique gift, people who heal without even realizing it. Maybe you are one of them. Perhaps all this time, you've carried within you a powerful ability, a connection with more subtle energies, a life purpose that until now you hadn't fully understood. Today, I will reveal the 10 clearest signs that you are a spiritual healer. Some of these signs may surprise you. Others may make you feel for the first time that someone is describing exactly what you've felt your entire life. But before we begin, I want to ask you something important. If this topic inspires you and you believe more people should hear about it, subscribe, give it a like, and share your experience in the comments. Your support transforms lives and, most importantly, helps this message reach those who need it most. If you're ready, let's begin. What does it mean to be a spiritual healer? Since ancient times, there have been people who, through their mere presence, can change the energy of a space, relieve suffering, and guide others through moments of uncertainty. These people don't need a title or certification to exercise their gift. They don't wear a uniform or introduce themselves as healers. They simply are. Being a spiritual healer doesn't mean you must pursue a career in medicine, therapy, or alternative disciplines. It goes far beyond that. It's a deep connection with energy, with the subtle vibration of the universe, with the ability to touch someone's soul without saying a word. It's a calling, a mission that often begins to manifest without the person even being aware of it. Maybe more than once you've felt different. You've noticed that other people's problems seem to affect you more than usual, that certain people feel drawn to you for guidance, or that, without understanding why, you feel great empathy for the suffering of others. That sensitivity is no accident. It's a reflection of your essence, a sign that you carry within you a special light, an energy that others can perceive even if you don't yet fully understand it. Spiritual healers often go through experiences that gradually lead them to discover their purpose. Sometimes this happens through personal crises, loss, or transformative life situations. Other times, it simply emerges as an inner certainty, as a calling they can't ignore. If you've ever felt that your presence can shift the mood of those around you, if you've noticed that people come to you for answers, or if you feel an unexplained attraction to the world of healing and spirituality, it's possible that you are a spiritual healer. In the next few minutes, we will walk together through the clearest signs that may confirm this possibility. Pay close attention, because each one may resonate with you in a different way. And in the end, you might discover that this gift has been within you all along. You feel a deep calling to help others. Since childhood, there was something in you that made you different. You couldn't ignore other people's suffering. You couldn't look the other way when someone needed help. While others walked by without flinching, you stopped. Whether it was a friend in trouble, a stranger with sadness in their eyes, or even an injured animal on the street, you always felt the need to do something, to intervene, to relieve. This impulse is not common to everyone. Some people can witness pain and simply move on, but you can't. Inside you is a voice, a calling you can't ignore. You don't help out of obligation or for recognition. You do it because something inside you tells you it's the right thing. Because you feel the world needs more compassion and love, and because it couldn't be any other way. Maybe you've been told more than once that you're too sensitive, that you worry too much about other people's problems. And even though carrying those emotions can be exhausting, there's something within you that drives you to keep helping. It's a natural act, almost instinctive, as if you were designed to hold others during their darkest moments. Spiritual healers don't just offer material help. They heal with their energy, their words, their presence. Sometimes, without even realizing it, they transform someone's life with a gesture, a smile, or timely advice. They are the ones who know how to listen when no one else does, who radiate an unexplainable peace, who make others feel understood and accepted without judgment. If you feel this impulse is within you, that you can't help but reach out a hand when someone needs it, then this may be one of the clearest signs that you came into this world with a higher purpose. It's not a coincidence, nor just a personality trait. It's a calling of the soul, a mission you'll gradually understand more deeply. And now, tell me, have you ever felt that helping others is something you simply can't stop doing? Let me know in the comments, and let's move on to the next sign. You have a highly developed energetic sensitivity. Some people perceive the world only through their physical senses, what they see, hear, and touch. But you perceive much more. Before someone speaks a word, you already know how they feel. You can walk into a room and within seconds sense whether there is tension, sadness, or joy in the atmosphere. It's as if you have an internal radar, an invisible connection with the energy around you. You don't need explanations or obvious signs, you just know. Sometimes you even feel emotions that don't seem to be yours. You carry worries you don't fully understand, as if you were a sponge absorbing what others leave in the air. This isn't always easy. You've probably noticed that after spending time with certain people, you feel drained, like they've taken your vitality without you doing anything. Crowded places, hospitals, funerals, or places where there's been intense conflict can make your body react with heaviness, anxiety, or even physical pain for no apparent reason. Over time, spiritual healers learn to protect their energy. They discover they can't carry everything, that they can't save everyone, and that their own peace is just as important as the help they give to others. They learn to set boundaries, to practice energetic cleansing, to recharge in nature, and to surround themselves with people whose vibration aligns with theirs. This sensitivity is not a weakness, even if you once thought it was. It's a gift, a blessing that allows you to see the world with a depth many people don't understand. Have you ever felt that you absorb other people's energy? That certain places affect you without a logical reason? Or that you can feel the truth behind someone's words? That's a clear sign that you carry the essence of a spiritual healer within you. Have you ever entered a space and felt a shift in your energy without explanation? Can you detect someone's mood just by looking at them? Share your experience in the comments, And let's keep discovering more signs of this powerful calling. People seek your advice and company during difficult times. There's something in you, something that makes people feel safe by your side. It doesn't matter if it's a lifelong friend or someone you just met. In a matter of minutes, that person starts opening up to you. Without you asking, they tell you their worries, fears, and deepest doubts. It's as if they naturally trust you, as if they feel they can be completely honest in your presence without fear of judgment. Maybe this has happened to you more than once. You're at a gathering at work or even on public transport, and suddenly someone starts telling you their story. It could be something that has been bothering them for years, or a recent painful situation, and you, without realizing it, become their refuge. This is not a coincidence. Spiritual healers emit a special energy, a vibration that transmits calm and trust. They are beacons of light in the middle of a storm, those who others seek when life becomes too heavy to bear. Their mere presence can bring peace, hope, and clarity in moments of uncertainty. But there's one important detail. While you enjoy helping, you often end up absorbing others' problems without realizing it. As a natural healer, you feel responsible for easing others' pain, even when no one asks you to. This can lead you to feel emotionally drained or burdened with energies that aren't yours. That's why it's essential to learn to set boundaries, to care for your own peace, and to remember that you can't heal everyone, at least not at the cost of yourself. If you've noticed that people often turn to you to talk about their problems, if you've become the confidant of many without intending to, it's a clear sign that you are a spiritual healer. Help us share this message with more people. Subscribe, give it a like, and tell us in the comments what spiritual signs you've experienced. And now tell me, have you ever felt that people trust you in a way you can't even explain? Let me know in the comments, and let's continue with the next sign. You experience unexplainable sensations in your body. Throughout your life, you've felt things that don't seem to have a logical explanation. Moments when a chill runs through your body unexpectedly, even when it's not cold. Other times, a tingling in your hands or a sensation of heat arising out of nowhere, as if something inside you were awakening. These sensations are not random. They are manifestations of your energy field, signs that your connection to the spiritual world is stronger than you think. Energy isn't just perceived with the mind or the heart. It's felt on the skin, in the muscles, in every cell of your body. Maybe at some point you felt pressure on your forehead, right between your eyebrows, as if a point there was suddenly activated. Or maybe when you're in highly charged spaces, you feel pressure in your chest or an internal vibration that's hard to describe. Many people ignore these signs, dismissing them as unimportant. But spiritual healers know that they are messages from the universe, clues that their energetic sensitivity is constantly expanding. With time, they learn to recognize them, interpret them, and use them as a guide on their path. If you felt that your body reacts in unexplainable ways in certain situations, if you sometimes feel a current of energy when you touch someone, or if your intuition seems connected to these physical sensations, then it's very likely that you are a spiritual healer. Don't ignore these signs. Pay attention to what your body is trying to tell you, because within those brief flashes of energy lies a deep truth. Your ability to heal, to connect, and to transform the lives of those around you. And now tell me, have you ever experienced these sensations without an apparent explanation? Let me know in the comments, and let's continue with the next sign. You've gone through difficult experiences that have made you stronger. The life of a spiritual healer is rarely simple. It's no coincidence that those who possess this gift have gone through trials that seemed insurmountable, moments of deep pain that marked their path forever. Losses, betrayals, loneliness, emotional crises, experiences that at the time may have seemed unfair or too overwhelming, but over time revealed a greater truth. Each one had a purpose. Spiritual healers are not forged in comfort, but through transformation. While some let suffering destroy them, you've chosen something different, to grow instead of letting pain consume you. You've turned it into learning, into strength, into compassion. Every wound has taught you something. Every fall has strengthened your spirit. Every loss has opened a sensitivity in you that few understand. Maybe you've gone through stages where you felt completely alone, misunderstood, as if no one could grasp the depth of what you were living. But in time, you discovered something powerful. Everything you went through didn't just make you stronger, it prepared you to help others. That deep connection with human pain is what allows you to understand what someone else is feeling without needing explanations. It's not just empathy, it's soul-level knowledge. You know what it is to suffer, what it is to feel lost. And that's why, when someone comes to you for support, you don't just listen, you understand. Many of the great healers in history have gone through the hardest trials. Jesus, Buddha, Mother Teresa, all of them experienced suffering before reaching their awakening, because only those who've walked through darkness can truly guide others toward the light. If you feel that every challenge in your life has shaped you into a stronger, wiser, more compassionate person, if you look back and see how every fall was actually a hidden lesson, then it's very likely you are a spiritual healer in this world. So tell me, have you ever felt that the pain you lived through had a greater purpose? Let me know in the comments, and let's continue with the next sign. You feel a connection with nature and animals. For many people, nature is simply a place to visit, a beautiful landscape, a vacation spot, an environment that exists without deeper meaning. But to you, it's much more than that. When you walk among the trees, when you feel the breeze on your face or hear the sound of flowing water, something inside you calms, as if the entire universe were whispering a silent message to you. Spiritual healers have a deep connection with the earth. It's not just admiration. It's a bond that transcends the physical. It's the feeling of belonging, of being part of something much greater, of understanding that everything around us is energy, and that, in some way, we are guardians of this sacred balance. But it's not just nature, it's animals too. Surely this has happened to you. Animals seem to trust you for no apparent reason. A stray dog approaches and looks at you as if it's known you forever. A cat that's usually skittish curls up next to you with total trust. Even in the presence of birds or insects, there are moments when you feel they're watching you, with an awareness few people notice. This is no coincidence. Animals perceive pure energy. They feel the subtlest vibrations. That's why, when you're near them, they recognize you as someone safe, someone they can trust. For them, you are part of the same web of life. someone who respects and understands the silent language of nature. When a spiritual healer is in nature, their energy balances. The trees, the wind, the water, everything seems to respond to their presence. You may feel that forests recharge you, that the sea cleanses you, that the sound of rain heals you. And it's not just a feeling. The earth is a living energy channel, and you, as a healer, are especially sensitive to its call. If every time you're in nature, you feel absolute peace, if you notice that animals react in a special way to your presence, if deep down you feel that Earth is not just a planet, but a living being that welcomes and nurtures you, then this is another clear sign that you are a spiritual healer. So tell me, have you ever felt this unexplainable connection with nature and animals? Let me know in the comments, and let's move on to the next sign. You've experienced spiritual awakenings or moments of enlightenment. There are moments in life when, without warning, everything seems to make sense. Like the pieces of a puzzle that were always scattered finally fall into place. Those moments when you feel the universe whisper a truth that's always been inside you, but that you hadn't seen clearly until now. Maybe you've looked up at the sky and just for a moment felt that you were part of something much greater. Or maybe you've had an experience so intense that it forever changed the way you see the world. It wasn't just a thought. It wasn't a passing idea. It was a deep feeling, a true awakening, a certainty that needed no explanation. Spiritual awakenings can happen at any time. Sometimes they come during a crisis when everything seems to be falling apart. And suddenly, a deep understanding arises that pain is just a bridge to something greater. Other times, they happen spontaneously. During a meditation, a vivid dream, a soul-touching conversation, or even a simple moment of silence where it feels like the veil of reality lifts for a moment. Many spiritual healers have experienced this feeling upon discovering books, teachings, or philosophies that speak directly to their soul, as if they were reminders of something they already knew but had forgotten. It's that feeling of, this has always been within me, but now I see it clearly. It's possible that after these moments of illumination, you felt a disconnection from everyday life, as if the material world no longer satisfied you in the same way, and you began to seek answers beyond the obvious. This is completely normal. A spiritual awakening not only changes how you see the world, it transforms the way you experience life itself. If you've ever felt that the universe has revealed something deep to you, if you've lived moments when truth seemed to unfold before your eyes with inexplicable clarity, if you sometimes feel that reality breaks for a moment and you can see beyond what others perceive, then this is another sign that you are a spiritual healer. So tell me, have you ever experienced a spiritual awakening? Share it in the comments, and let's move on to the next sign. We're now close to the end, so pay attention to the final signs, because these are the most powerful. Many people may experience some of the previous signs, but these last three revelations are what truly distinguish a spiritual healer. They are the confirmation that within you there is a higher purpose, something that pushes you to awaken and embrace your true mission in this world. You have vivid or premonitory dreams. Your dreams have never been just random, meaningless images. For a long time, you've noticed that while you sleep, you access messages that seem to come from a deeper plane, future situations, or perhaps you found answers to questions you hadn't even consciously formulated. Spiritual healers have a strong connection with the dream world. Their soul does not rest when the body sleeps. It continues to travel, explore, and learn. It is common for you to remember your dreams clearly, to experience intense sensations in them, or to wake up feeling like you've just received an important teaching. Sometimes, those dreams may be visions of events that have not yet occurred. Other times, beings of light, spiritual guides, or symbolic messages may appear, messages that, although you might not understand them at first, make sense over time. If you frequently have lucid dreams, out-of-body experiences, or simply feel that your dreams are more than just subconscious manifestations, this is a clear sign that your soul is connected to something greater. Sign number 9, an attraction to spirituality and healing. You have always felt an inexplicable fascination with topics related to spirituality. While others seek answers in the material world, you feel that true wisdom lies in what is unseen, in what is felt, in what resonates with the soul. Perhaps Reiki, meditation, energy healing, or ancient philosophies have always captured your attention in a special way. It's as if something inside you awakens when you hear about these practices, as if they are distant memories of something you already knew before coming into this life. Spiritual healers feel a natural attraction to the study of the soul, the connection with energy, and the power of the mind to transform reality. No matter how much time passes, they always return to this path because it is part of their essence, of their purpose. If, since you were a child, you felt curiosity about these topics, if every time you delve into them, you feel that everything clicks into place, then it's because your soul recognizes these teachings as something that has always been a part of you. Sign number 10. You feel you have a greater mission in this world. And here we come to the ultimate sign. If there is something within you that has always told you that you came into this world for a bigger reason, if you feel that your existence is not a coincidence and that there is something important you must do, then there is no doubt you are a spiritual healer. Perhaps you don't know exactly what your mission is. Perhaps at times you've questioned it or tried to ignore it. But in moments of silence, when everything calms down, that feeling returns, that certainty that you are here for something more. Spiritual healers don't always understand their purpose from the beginning, but over time, the pieces begin to fit. Their experiences, their sensitivity, their gifts, all start to reveal that their life has a deeper meaning. If you feel that, it's because it's true. Your presence here has a purpose. Your energy is needed. And even if you don't yet have all the answers, the mere fact that you are on this path is proof that you are awakening to your true mission. Now tell me, which of these signs resonates with you the most? Leave your answer in the comments, and let's continue together on this path of awakening. If you identified with most of these signs, it is very likely that you are a spiritual healer. Perhaps for a long time, you doubted your path. You asked yourself why you were so different or why you felt things so deeply. But today, I want you to know something. The world needs your light. Nothing you've experienced has been random. Every trial, every emotion, every connection you felt with others, with nature, and with energy has been an essential part of your awakening. Maybe you still don't fully understand the magnitude of your purpose, but at the right moment, everything will make sense. Having this gift is not always easy. At times, it can feel like a heavy burden, as if you carry the weight of the world's suffering on your shoulders. But you are not alone. There are many souls like yours, many people who, like you, have come here with the mission to heal, guide, and expand consciousness. Today, with this message, I want to remind you of something very important. You are valuable, you are needed, and your energy is a blessing to the world. Don't let doubt pull you away from your true path. Keep learning, keep growing, and above all, keep sharing your light with those who need it. If this message resonated with you, tell us in the comments what signs you've experienced, which one you identified with the most. Have you felt this calling before? We want to know your experience. And don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, and share this video with someone who also needs to hear this message. Together, we can help this light reach more people and awaken more souls to their true purpose. See you in the next video. Until then, keep shining.